Right, this is just a quickie. As you know, we've been suffering with the heat, same as everybody else in the UK recently, and our allotment has no water. So I thought I'd show you how we, well, I can't say cope, but how we're doing. So we have a well here. Let's just see what's in there. I don't know how much you can see because it's very dark, but there is just literally a puddle left at the bottom. Now the well isn't a true well, it is just a runoff water from that grey slopey roof over there. So it was dug through years ago. So it's one of the first things that dries up. Now what's happened, we've got our 4 beds here, which we're managing to keep, you know, fairly okay. The carrots here are, you know, kind of perking up a bit now, but they've not done great, if I'm honest, this year. Tomatoes, of course, are loving this heat. You got tomatoes there, Rose? Lovely. And these are the spring onions. We've not had the water for them because we've just been watering the beans and the tomatoes. Literally, Rose and I, we can only carry down 4 of these. This is all we've got. So you can see we have to really pick and choose. Strawberry.
4 things. I got 4 tomatoes.
You've got 4 tomatoes. Lovely. Find something to put them in then. I can see some more as well need picking. Sorry. Strawberries. Strawberries. The beds are completely gone, I think. I'll obviously give them a good weed and sort out next year. But as they've gone over, we're not picking them anymore, obviously. As they've gone over, the energy and water has gone into other stuff here at the plot. I had 2 garlic beds, which, as you know, if you've seen before, nothing came of those. Again, my energy's gone to other things. I don't know if you can hear, but I'm wheezing. I've had a lot of trouble with my breathing recently, so that's not helped the situation. Beetroot bed. This has really suffered with lack of water. We've had a couple of beetroot out of here, not very much. As you can see, the weeds are doing well. I keep weeding it. Kale's doing well. I've done several harvesting of that, as you will have noticed. And then we're back round to the nice view where it's all green and lush. Now Rose said she's got some beetroot coming on her plot, so let's go and have a look. Here we are. Here's her beetroot bed. It's not great, but it's doing okay. Now I always just have a feel around. Do you know what? I can't even see the camera, so I don't know if anything is coming up. So we can see the quite leafy on top, but that's quite small and pathetic. Obviously in need of water. Let's just, excuse my shadow. There's a good one. That one's still small. Gonna let that grow on, hopefully. Now what I've got some in the fridge. I love pickled beetroot. That was my idea this year. 2 beds of beetroot, topping up my chilli pickled beetroot. Not going to be doing that. That can be next year's project, topping up that. So I've got about 4 of these now. I will roast these because Rose and Nick like them roasted. Rosie's bee garden is doing really well. The lupins have gone over, as you can see. These are the seeds just here. So ideally they could be cut back, but that's energy from a different day. The lavender has gone to flower and the pollinators are loving it. There's little bee flies and bees all over it. So yeah, great job there. Now I'm just going to try an experiment. Back on my plot, I have this bed going free, I was going to put purple sprouting broccoli here, but at home I've got some tomato plants which are severely pot bound. I haven't got any purple sprouting to plant out. If I buy some at the garden centre in a week or so, I shall clear that bed and put them in there. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to plant these tomatoes out into this bed. They will grow or compost. I've dug the first hole. We've just got 2 bottles of water left, so I'm just going to put some water in the hole before I put the plant into it, and it'll have to do with that much water. There we go, they're in. I only brought down 8 plants. They're well spaced out. I could stick something down the middle. I might do some radish. Yeah, we'll see. My radish at home has completely died. It's been fried to a crisp, and I don't normally grow radish because none of us like it, but Pam from over at Blues Reliance, that's BLOOS, go and give her a check out, she suggested pickling the pods, so letting the radishes go to seed, producing the pods, and then pickling those. And I thought, well, I can get behind that, so I planted a load, and yeah, they've all died, so might give it another go just in the middle here. This is what we've harvested so far, not much of a harvest, and I'm just going to pick some more kale, just the outer leaves again. They're starting to go pale, so I think they are suffering from lack of water. Like everything else, we really need a good downpour. At the moment, what we bring down, as you know, is going on the other bed, so I'm going to pick these in case they go over. There we go, that's a more respectable looking harvest. The eagle-eyed among you will notice there's a couple of French beans in there, but I've decided to let them grow a bit more. They are a really good length, but I just want them to fatten up a little bit. And I'll just show you the beans before we go. Here we are. So you can see they're a really nice length, but to be honest, that could be, just picked tomorrow. And so these are the French beans. Nick was a bit surprised that I grew them again this year because we still have kilos of them left in the freezer. But I'm going to pickle these. Well, I have been pickling them, so it's a different way of eating them. But I just wanted to show you, I've got one more plant here, which is a Greek gigantes. Not grown this before, and I bought them on a whim because Liz Sorab said that she likes them, and I was thinking, I hope I can tell the difference. Well, of course you can. There's a big difference between those. And then on the other side of the arch, we've got our Blauhilde beans growing up. They're doing so well. Now these I'm growing to dry, so they do need to get bigger, but I'm very pleased to say they're doing really well. That is the candy roaster squash that's coming across the path. Those are the butternut squashes, and on the other side I do have, you can see that banana looking fruit there, that's the Georgian candy roaster squash. And I even have one courgette to pick, so I shall take that. We've got a few more coming. First courgette of the year, only one plant. I didn't want to be overrun. And what have you been doing while I've been doing all that?
I've been picking blackberries for blackberry and apple fruit leather.
Yay! Okay, so your apples, oh, they're doing really well, aren't they?
They are.
Not ready yet though. These are a later variety. You've got an earlier variety here, but I don't think there's many.
There's one here.
Oh,
I accidentally just took it off.
well, that's not good for eating, is it? Okay. These are probably suffering from lack of water as well. If you go around the other side, Rose, and have a look in there.
There's quite a few here.
Just see if there's any big ones. I don't think they are big enough. No, we'll have to leave them for another day. We'll have to use a shop bought apple. Right, so we're going to leave our video there. Get out of this sunshine, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.